Hello, beautiful viewers. I am Ngenechuma Divine Favor, a student of Ebonyi State University, studying English education. Are you wondering why I caught your attention? Yeah, I want us to discuss on the topic, the necessity of skill acquisition among undergraduates. But before we comment, I would love my two cute, handsome guests to introduce themselves. So from my left, I have.
Victor Joseph Ikechukwu,
Okay.
Synchronon Photography, CEO Synchronon Photography. I'm from Ebonyi State, Ohozara precisely. I'm a student, a law student, Faculty of Law, Ebonyi State University. I'm 400 level students.
Thank you, Victor. From my right, I have.
I'm Samuel Amifowishi, a law student of Ebonyi State University. I'm a fashion designer, CEO and creative director of House of Santito. I'm from Fashion State to be precise.
Okay, Samuel, as the CEO of your brand, lead us through how you started your brand and everything.
Thank you. It has not been an easy journey being a student and also an entrepreneur. The nature of the skill I acquired because it's been over, I think, 7 years I've been into this fashion industry and it has not been easy because at first, the nature of the course I'm studying, law, combining law and another skill is just too difficult thing to do as a student. And you know the kind of family most times we come out from, and like in an African home, it's not easy for your parents to just allow their child to go into another thing, being a student. So it has not been an easy journey. It's just the passion and the strive to acquire what we want that gets us going. Yeah.
Okay, Samuel. And just starting this brand, there are some little challenges that you might have seen on the way. So can you share it with us?
There are so many challenges. Number one, being a student. Also, the nature of my work, combining school and sewing has not been easy. And also financially, financial aspects. Because some kind of equipment you're supposed to get for your work to be very easier is most times too the amount of the equipment is too high, and being a student for you to get such amount of money to get stuff like that is to be very difficult. So I think that's also a challenge for us. Yeah, challenge.
So Victor, tell me, when you started your photography work, lead us through the journey. So I need to know the challenges and other things.
I heard my colleague say he has been in this business for 7 years. I was like, wow. For Kukuma start from when you did your belly. Okay, mine haven't actually been that long. This is my 2 years in photography, and basically I used 2 years in learning photography. Okay, I remember vividly the day I told my parents that I want to start photography. I want to see if I can get any skill and all of that. Coincidentally, I'm also a law student, like him as well. So you know this thing that comes with you being a law student or a medical doctor, they assume that you're so serious with life, that you're supposed to read your book and all of that. So when I told my dad, he was shocked. I was like, what is that? Is it that I'm not giving him money? But the truth is he was not giving me money, actually. Because basically, I think my best motivation into photography, other than the fact that I actually love pictures, I love taking pictures, I love the whole thing. Other than the fact, my major motivation is the fact that I need money. Okay, I came into a school system where once your parents have paid your school fees, that's all. So I called and then I needed assistance, let me pay my tutor and all of that, and then he quickly shunned me out of it. I should focus, and once I'm done with school, even if it's farming I want to do, that I can go ahead and do. Okay, but afterwards I made up my mind to meet some couple of friends that gave me little money, and then I was able to save up a little money, and then I gave someone, and then I started. The truth is, it wasn't easy because it took me years to probably pay the little amount of money that he told me to pay. But then somehow, I found favor in his side. So he took his time actually, and then gradually, I was learning. It wasn't easy at all. And then basically combining law and then a side hustle it's not easy and it's not funny at all. I think one of the most difficult things that happen to a student is making this decision, okay? But then somehow we started the journey, and then took time, so many things happened along the road and all of it. But then consistency was just the key. You fail, you try again, you fail, you try again, your boss will beat you up, give you assignments, you will mess it up, but you keep trying, and here we are.
Victor, aside your family challenges, like coming into the business, any other challenge?
Challenge is choke, my sister. challenge was just everywhere. Like there were just so many challenges. Let me start with the competition. I'm a student. I'm coming into this business, and before coming in, there are already persons doing the job here.
Yeah.
So the first problem was, how will I compete with these hands? There are people that have 5 years experience, 7 years experience, and you see their jobs are just awesome, and then you look at what you can do, you're doing absolutely nothing compared to them. So you're like, how do you actually get to belong? How do you actually know this job very well in such a way that someone can actually leave them to patronize you? You get that? I think that was a major problem, but then I think I was able to tackle it by persistent learning. I kept on learning, improving myself until to a reasonable extent I can measure up a little to them. And also the financial aspect of it, that's a whole lot of problem. Okay, photography, as we all know, is a very expensive profession to venture into. The gadgets are not here. And then imagine someone that took almost a year to pay to learn. How will you get the money, over $1 million, to get your equipment and all of it? Yeah. I think that was also the second major problem I encountered. And also the educational aspects. Somehow you also have to work so hard in such a way that your academics won't slack. You won't. My dad will always tell me, I did not send you to school to come and be a photographer. Whatever you're doing, make sure you come out with a good result. So no matter what you're doing, that consciousness in your head that you have to just please this man or he will mess you up. So you just have to keep reading and all of that. But then I think it actually reduced the time you have to catch cruise. Normally as a student in school, you're supposed to probably hang out and all of it. But I don't think if you're an entrepreneur and a student, you have that time at all. So it's either you're working or you're in school. So that's
okay. Okay, thank you. So Samuel, you're looking into being a fashion designer. You might have one celebrity in mind or your role model you look up to be like the person. Can you tell us the person?
Yeah, I have many role models in this fashion industry.
Okay.
But I think there's one particular one I always look forward to. It's Aki family. He's also a medical doctor, and he's also a fashionista, fashion nova, anyone. He's just good.
Yeah.
He's just good. So, and for him to excel very well in his medical field and also do well in his fashion, so I think is the one I look forward to. Yeah.
Okay, my first celebrity is Triplex. Triplex Studio. He's a photographer, like one of the amazing photographers in Abakaliki. It was actually the person I saw his work, and then I liked them, and then he actually bettered the whole thing in my head that okay, you can actually earn a lot from photography and all of that. So I think, and that's my the person that taught me photography basically. And then there's also this guy I follow a lot and I love so much, Lexonite. He's a photographer. Not in Nigeria though, South Africa. But then this guy is good. He's someone I really look up to. And then I think my biggest wish is to ever get to meet him face to face.
Okay, thank you, Victor. So over to you, Samuel. Are you seeing yourself suing for celebrities over there or just within Nigeria?
There are money there now. Celebrities. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. To sue for celebrities because it will just keep you there.
Yeah.
So that's just good.
Okay, Victor. You as a student, you have gone into taking pictures like what you said. So what about those people that will be writing jam and looking forward to be working as a student and also reading? What are your advice for them?
You have to check your mental health, your ability to manage things. Okay, yeah. But then I believe that there's nothing you can't learn. Okay, I grew up from a family where we don't work. Like I've never done any of all these. Like I grew up in a family where my parents fend for you, like down to whatever you want. Okay, but then when I came to school, I saw that I can't continue like this. I have to teach myself, to train myself. So if you are that student and then you want to gain admission into school and all of that, and then you're considering how do you merge work to see, you can actually do it.
Yeah.
That is it. If you make up your mind to do it, and I always tell people this is the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, it might be difficult, it might be time consuming at first. The truth is, the stress I passed through in my first year in photography is not the same stress I'm passing through now. Automatically, I've been able to manage everything. I've been able to, I go for my lectures, I pass, funny enough, I'm doing very, very well academically. So, at first, it wasn't like this. So, my advice to them is don't allow the fear of the unknown kill the one that you've already known. You get the point. So just enter the field, whatever skill you're going for, hold on to it, try, and then it's okay to fail. I always tell people, if you try and then you fail, please try again. You'll definitely hit it one day.
Okay. So, Samuel, what to you?
If your passion, if you know what you want, then you go for it. No matter how your schedule is very tight and everything. Because for me, it's not easy at all being a law student and still sewing. Because it's the passion that keeps me going, to keep you going. So if you know you want it, I just want to just go for it. Just keep trying. It's not going to be easy at first. I know, just try. Just keep going. And at the end, you will just attain success.
Okay. Victor, I want to ask you a question. Where do you see yourself in this your photography work in the next 5 years?
Okay. This question is always funny because sometimes whenever the question is being asked, automatically your brain goes blank, like as if you don't have plan for your destiny and all of that. Okay, in the next 5 years, I should be done with school. I should be a barrister of the country. I don't know, but I shall know I am not practicing anytime soon. So that aside, then I think I have goals laid down already. Probably before the year ends or by the early of next year, I should be rounding off everything I think I should know about photography and then move into videography as well. Because both of them are something that work hand in hand. Okay, so in the next 5 years, my brand should be everywhere. Like I don't think there will be any mega movie that they'll be shooting in the country that they won't involve me. I don't think there's any superb pictures they want to take in the country or outside the state that they won't involve. So I think in the next 5 years, I should be able to have grown myself so much in such a way that okay, I can actually get whatever I want for myself and all of that.
Okay, Victor. By your skill acquisition and what you have acquired so far, starting from when you serious you started to now. So what are your secrets to success concerning this skill?
First and foremost, secrets to my own success is God.
Yeah.
Okay. I was raised in a Christian home. I'm a Christian myself, and then I attend Bethel City, which is one of the best thing that have happened to my life. Okay, but then I pray for myself, I pray for my brand, and then sometimes I see doors that I know ordinarily won't be being open for me. I tell you honestly, it has been paying off massively. Okay, and then secondly, it's hard work. Okay, it's not easy. You can't be a mediocre and expect something big. You can't settle for average and then expect something huge. Okay, just last week I shot the induction, Ebonyi State University, the medical doctors. Yes, they got inducted last week. I covered the induction. Okay, somehow out of the numerous photographers that came, they accredited only 4. They didn't accredit me because I don't know, but they have seen my work over time and all of that. So you can't actually make a whole lot from your brand or from your business if you're not good. And how do you get good? Just consistent learning. I meet most of my colleagues, my senior colleagues, people I look up to, and I be like, boss, you are a girl. They say, no, me, I'm still learning. That is the mindset everybody's supposed to have. Don't settle for less. Keep learning, and keep learning. There is no how. They said I went to a conference and then they were talking about how to be successful and all of that. When you have a topic, when you have a particular business and then you've read over 100 books from it. There is no how you won't be at least the best 6 persons in the world that has the knowledge of that stuff. What am I trying to say? You just gather a whole lot of knowledge on that field you're venturing into. Okay, I have someone I learned on that. That doesn't mean he was the only person that taught me. I have numerous other colleagues and people I went for learning and all of that. So I think basically these two things are my secrets to my success.
Okay, thank you, Victor. All right, over to you, Samuel.
Apart from God, because God is always number one. Apart from God, I think consistency, being able to be different. Because in this fashion industry, there are so many tailors. Like you can see like 5 tailors in one line, but being able to be different will make you attract people. So along the several years I've been in the industry, I try to be different. I try to be distinct, and it's always hard work that can make you be different. So if you're different, it will keep you going and it will bring more people to you.
Okay. All right, we have come to the end of the talk show today. But before we draw the curtain down, I would love to hear the last wording from my two handsome guests tonight. So, all right, Victor, over to you.
I want to give a shout out to those persons that have actually been of great support to my life. I want to give a shout out to Triplex Photography. I want to give a shout out to Lateral Photography. I want to give a shout out to OG Namo. I want to give a shout out to Chido. I want to give a shout out to Favor Agom. I want to give a shout out to my parents. Like, I have a whole lot of persons that have actually helped, supported me financially, morally, and with the advice and all of it. I really love you guys, and I really appreciate. And then I promise you that we are just getting started. I will make you guys proud.
Exactly. Over to you, Samuel.
I want to give a shout out to my family for always having my back all through the journey. Also to my friends, my colleagues, my workers for always assisting me all around. I just want to tell you guys that I love you. I'll keep going far and making you guys proud. I love you guys. Thank you.
My special appreciation to the two guests that came here to join me in today's talk show, and special shout out to Ebonyi People TV. And don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Ebonyi People TV, and follow us on other social media platforms. See you next time.